Hello, welcome to Luna Midnight Designs. After a crazy doll-filled month of October, I needed an easy project to give myself a break and to slow down a little. So for this video, I will be making Strawberry Shortcake, the 1980s version. This Ever After High Maddie Hatter will be perfect, so let's get started. These are the pattern pieces I'll be using for the outfit: a sock pattern from Moonlight Jewel, a dress pattern from Rad Doll Clothes for the apron, and Moonlight Jewel's melted Neapolitan dress. Let's start with the dress. I'll be using this red fabric, which has these seed-like dots which look so much like a strawberry. I also add an off-white color for the centerpiece and the ruffles at the cuffs. So I first begin with hemming the neckline. I then gather the tops of the sleeves as well as the cuffs. I then sew on the cuffs to the sleeves. And then I attach the sleeves to the bodice. For the skirt section, I add a ruffle trim to the bottom and then sew the panels together. I then add this ruffle ribbon to the inside of the skirt in place of a petticoat. I then close the side seams and the sleeves of the bodice, and then gather the skirt and attach it to the bodice. I add a closure and the dress is done. I also had previously made extra bloomers for a different doll, so I just reused them for this one. Time for the apron. This pattern is actually a dress, but with a few changes to it, it makes a good apron. So I first cut out all the pieces, and off camera I hemmed the bottom of the apron piece. And just like the dress, I hem the bodice neckline, and then change out the small sleeves for ruffles. Which I then attach to the bodice. I then attach the bodice to the bottom of the apron and close the sides. I add a closure and done! It did turn out too small, so I made it again. All the same steps, but with a different fabric. Socks are easy. Cut the pattern out and sew. Later I do cut off the foot half so that the shoes can fit on the feet, so they kind of become leg warmers. Outfit done! Minus the hat. That comes later. To start, I spray the doll with MSC and begin with blushing. I blush her cheeks, her nose, her forehead a little bit, and also give her some eyeshadow. I want her to have very, very rosy cheeks and big eyes. After the blush, I draw out her eyes with a white pencil and then begin adding more details to her face. I give her a lot of freckles because they be cute and I love freckles on a doll. I then draw out the outline of her eyes and give her a nice lash line. I am aiming for a kind of mix of realistic with big anime eyes. I give her her eyebrows, and then copy and paste to the other side of her face. I then go in with darker colors. No black pencil, only a dark brown. For her eye color, I first tried to do a mix of red and green, but I didn't like it. So I gave her just really big green eyes with some white heart and diamond details. She is so cute! So for her hair, I'll be using this red yarn. So I first tie off different sections to be weft size. Next, I brush out all the sections. Then I straighten them. After that, I cut and glue the ends, and now we have wefts ready to be glued to her head. To begin, I first give her some bangs and then cover the rest of her head. After that, I cut and style, and I just love her hair. I am slowly getting better at mastering hair. I mean, hairspray is a big help. Time for her hat. So I cut out a circle from the strawberry fabric. Next, I cut a strip of this pink polka dot fabric. After that, I gather the edge of the circle and test to see how it fits. I then gather one side of the trim and then attach the two pieces together. I then hem the other side of the trim, and I add the extra yarn fluff to the inside of the hat so it is a little bit puffy and stands a little nicer. I then use pins to hold it to her head. I then use this bow pattern to make a big bow. And as well as this extra medium-sized bow and a small red bow. I then attach all three to a thin piece of fabric, add a closure, and then put it on the doll. I also add these green diamond shapes to the front of her apron because they are in the 1980s design. Oh, and here are her shoes and new socks. And here is the final doll, Strawberry Shortcake. I grew up watching her movies and TV shows, and I loved her. I remember getting her as a toy and her smelling like strawberries. I have very good childhood memories with this character, so it was amazing getting to recreate her, as well as a lot of fun, and it made me very, very happy. Which character from your childhood do you remember the most or have great memories about? Anyway, thank you for joining me today. Follow me on Instagram to see more. To be more part of my process, check out my community page for polls on doll ideas and sneak peeks of upcoming videos, and subscribe to catch future videos. Thank you all for the love and support. Have a creative day. See you soon. Bye!